Hello, so today I'm going to review a BMax mini PC. I don't want to waste a lot of time on the unboxing, so we'll go quick. On the outside we can see the characteristics, which I didn't record because I had a bad position of the camera anyways. In the box itself we have the mini PC, some things to screw it on a monitor, an HDMI cable, which is strange for, well, normally they don't put a HDMI cable in the packaging anyways. The mini PC itself can hold another SATA SSD or hard disk drive, and also in the package we have the power uh, things to plug it in. So the sad thing is that it doesn't have like the SSD or hard disk drive screws. So used in the end there is 4 screws to mounting it to a monitor, so I used 2 of them. I/O, you can see that it has 2 USBs 3.0 on the front, audio jack, a mini button to make a factory reset maybe. Well, it has like a special recovery system that I ended up erasing by reinstalling Windows. There is 2 USBs on the side, an SD card reader, and on the back 2 HDMIs and a Ethernet port. And that's all for the I/O. So, when now let's plug it in and turn it on. So we could see that if we click F9, it has some kind of recovery mode that I ended up erasing because I didn't like the Windows install at all. Even though the installation itself went correctly, like the setup. And the Windows copy seemed legit. The only thing that was strange is that it didn't want to update from the version that you can see on the screen, 21H2. So I don't know why Windows updates didn't want to see any other update. So for example 22H1 or 22H2 or whatever. Anyways, another strange thing is that you can see that the loading animation is for Windows 10. You could see it right there. So it didn't change after doing the configuration. That's another strange thing. Why? If it's 21H2, it's like a not very old version. I think it already had the new animation that it's not like small points, it's more like already a solid line. So that's another thing strange about OS. So in the about page we can see that everything is correct. The processor is a Intel Celeron N5095 and also the 16 gigabytes of RAM, because sometimes Chinese vendors may put different processors on the store page. Another interesting thing that is that this OS had Minecraft Education Edition pre-installed. That's a thing that I never saw on a Windows install before, but I couldn't make it work because it seemed like it's a very old version, and any map just said you need a newer version, but the Windows store didn't install any updates, so I couldn't make. So also it had Chrome pre-installed. I didn't log into my personal account, and I wouldn't recommend logging in. You can see that everything is okay in the task manager, although the CPU is not of like a very powerful one. So I wanted to check out what would a hardware info tell me about this PC. So after installing hardware info, we can see that everything is okay. It detects it correctly. Intel Celeron N5095. All the sensors don't show us that it's overheating in any way. And also later I tested some games. Also, before we do that, let me talk about the screen, the HDMI ports. They work very strangely. Right now you can see black bars on the sides, but it's not a editing error. It's like how I ended up having the screen after reinstalling the Windows. So, as you can see, changing the resolution wouldn't help. Well, only the 4096 by 2060 resolution would work, and at the first times were when I didn't know how to fix that, I just used the 4K resolution. But I mean, it's not every screen has 4K. So another way to fix it that I found is by changing the refresh rate from 60 Hz to 30 or less, saving and then changing back. Although there is a lot of strange things with the two HDMI ports. When I would plug in the capture card in one port and my monitor in the second, on the second HDMI the colors would be very messed up. Right now I don't know if it's if the footage is from yeah, because right now I have like duplicate screens. So it would be okay if you used duplicate screens, but once you changed to extend, it would break one of the HDMI's colors. So right now I found footage of the broken colors. You can see everything is like more darker, and some colors would be very like bright or like more very powerful colors. So I don't know how it's correctly said. And also you can see we have another time the bars, but now at least I know how to fix it. You can see that on the okay, it's 25 hertz or less. No, oh okay, it's fixed now even. Oh, so right now it's in duplicate and it's still. No, I think the colors now are not broken. It's very strange with the colors, with the HDMIs. So maybe it's my case. Maybe it's because I reinstalled the Windows version. So after reinstalling Windows, of course, we had a lot of missing drivers. But I don't know if BMax has an official website. So how to fix it? Or maybe you have another mini PC from another brand that doesn't have driver. So BMax has an official website with drivers, but I didn't search it because I used another utility. First I used Intel driver support, or yeah, driver and support assistant. And then I also used driver booster. It's not like there are no alternatives. There is a lot of apps that can do this driver installing thing. It's just that this is the one that I would use all the time, so also because driver booster is free. So for the Intel drivers, like for the graphics, I installed Intel, and for the other ones, like the PCI slots, I think I used driver booster, although there is a official website. So the next thing I did is to play some games, see if it could even launch them. With Minecraft, it was everything was stable. I would get well, it was very different to say, very difficult to say what's the FPS in general, because the FPS is normal once you have all the chunks loaded. When you have to load more chunks, it would then it would break. But the FPS itself was between 50 and 60 FPS. But if you had to load chunks, it would go to 20 or less. But well, by itself, there is nothing on the official store like page that said that it's like a PC for games. So we can't expect anything from this PC because they didn't say nothing about it. One good thing that I noticed is that it wouldn't get like hotter than 85 degrees Celsius, so it wouldn't overheat and even didn't throttle. So I mean, by if you use it for example for YouTube, for writing documents, and to play some light games, for example Minecraft or Terraria, then I guess it's a good option for you. So then I tried to launch Fall Guys. I didn't have any like software to check the FPS, but it was unplayable because by itself you had 20 FPS, but the input lag was awful, so it's unplayable. At first, Fortnite seemed to have launched, but then it told me, what the hell are you doing with this PC? And it would crash. So yeah, this PC is not for Fortnite, even at the lowest setting. So, what can I say about this mini PC? It's a good mini PC for its price. I bought it for 130 euros. So, it's good for like doing things on the web or playing some non very like power the games that need a lot of power. So also it only uses like 24 watts from the wall. It's not a lot. 24 watts, it's like a phone charger. So and maybe it would be good for cloud gaming. I like it. It's a good mini PC. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you next time. Soon I will make another review of another mini PC. So, if you are still here, here's a little extra. I ended up using the monitor mount screws to put another SSD inside this mini computer. So, also, this mini computer has a superior SSD. It has a SSD with lights. It literally has 3 LEDs. It's the superior SSD.